Yeah, sure. All right, good afternoon. We will call the February 21st, 2023 meeting of the Amherst County Board of Supervisors to order. We are meeting with, I wish I had some very profound words, and I was thinking about that coming over, but a historic occasion, I believe. I do not recall at any time where I think it is a model for us and other localities to follow. I would like to offer you our most sincere and gracious welcome to Amherst County. I was thinking about it that, our friends, you are our family. Just because there's a line there doesn't really separate us. So I think the purpose of today, at least as far as I'm concerned, is just to look at some things and see if collaboration is an interesting thing. In order for people to collaborate, it has to be mutually beneficial. I think it's important for us to have open lines of communication, and we do work together. I've been running fire for a long time. Work together, and also that river trail that we both like to walk. It's wonderful, right? It absolutely is. So with that, I'll turn it over to my colleagues.
Absolutely. Hammer, but call this continued Board of Supervisor meeting for Nelson County to order. And thank you guys. We appreciate the hospitality, and that is absolutely a fact. And, we share a lot of, whether that's culturally, whether that's not just the boundaries, but so many different things. Whenever there's been a catastrophe, be part and help us through those moments. And when you guys have had some, sent plenty of folks y'all's way to help out. Why? Because we aren't just in the interest of ourselves, but the interest of our constituents. And a good, healthy relationship between the two of us means our constituents have the ability to have the best benefits possible. So we look forward to a healthy discussion on what that cooperation can look like, of course. And one thing that we can look at and how we can cooperate so that we can see that our constituents have municipalities. So.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Take it away.
Thank you again. So if it pleases both boards, we have Mr. Mark Smith from Architectural Partners here. He's going to give us a So are you Mr. Smith?
Well, thanks for having me here today. Just a little history with us, Architectural Partners, worked in both for quite a while on various projects. We're in one that we did several years ago, and we've had great relationships with both counties. So this is kind of awesome to be able to see everybody in one room. Just high, because I've only been slated for 10 to 15 minutes of presentation, but it's very loosely set, nothing scripted or anything like that, so feel free to jump in, as Board of Supervisors as you wish, to ask questions along the way. I'll entertain those as best I can. A few little things that were out there early in the feasibility study, so don't expect how many bolts are in. It's a high altitude level design, but yet I was really pleased with Hurt and Profit, who was our consultant, doing a lot. It's very primary for this site, being it was 300 acres. And I understand that it's not 300 acres any longer. Pieces of it have been sold off. So, but just real quickly, I don't believe it affects the program at all because it was heavy on that 300 acres. I'll go through the you know, we'll, as questions, we'll have a formal question and answer comment session at the end, if that suits everybody. I can work either way y'all like. Let's see. So, just a second here. All right. For some reason it looks like it's clipped out of the, what am I doing wrong here? I did what I thought I was supposed to do. Sorry. The screen. Is that better? Yeah, that's got the whole thing. I hit that. You see the whole thing now. Just real quickly, on that cover sheet right there, that's the Old Dominion agricultural complex that's right outside of Danville. And really a floor plan layout of that complex. And I wasn't involved, so it was really helpful that Amherst had put together for the Amherst Nelson complex. And so we had some physical sizes to along, and there was a formal program that had been done by a work group. And we used that to put this just took what you guys gave us and then we fit it into the site. In the 300-acre site, looking at this slide, you can see that there's a lot of green roof, a lot of pre-engineered building. It's not block and brick type construction. It's a lot of a lot of space there, and I understand that somewhere in this vicinity here has been pulled out as a separate parcel. I just found that out today. Over in this area here, the north end of the site, did I understand that correctly? The site it's got hills and it's got creeks and all that. It's wooded fairly well. For this slide, it kind of illustrates the difference in sites. Site and your site, obviously a big difference right there. Each square is an acre. So you're talking about difference between 300 acres and 18 acres. But the program's a lot larger, a lot more.
The Old Dominion site was?
18 acres.
18?
Yes, ma'am. So, they don't have west corner, cabins, trails, didn't have fairgrounds. I mean, there's a lot of big areas there that the fairgrounds alone for what you almost over the acreage that was at Old Dominion. So they've got a lot of buildings, not much site.
And how many acres remains on this site?
On this site, on y'all site, on the Amherst site, it sounds like it's about 250. Is that right, Jeremy?
That was recently subdivided from it.
Okay. Okay, so program. Big areas are the arena, which was set up for about 1,400 occupants. Grandstands and basically a dirt floor, not dirt, but you know what I mean. It's not paved. Conference rooms, classrooms, offices, meat processing, a lot of separate from this building, we've got them scattered around in what we feel like is appropriate market, cattle working, some training areas, warehouses, greenhouses, horse stalls. A whole lot of things going on this site. Just some visuals that we picked up to kind of solidify the program. And this has some exterior spaces that are programmed, and all this came to us from a PowerPoint, a programming session that was done. Equipment training, livestock paddocks, primitive camping sites, riding and ATV trails, solar farm, compost, and I think solar is also probably for training as well. Compost sites. So a whole lot of things going on. 250 now, so still good. All right, getting down to the site. This is the area that I understand has been kind of chiseled. A water area that could be relocated somewhere else. There's a pond down here that's existing down here. Grounds is over here, and that's 15 acres. So, we were talking about 18 acres at Old Dominion. You got fairgrounds. We placed that up close to 29, visible. As you go up the hill, where the old home site was, is where we would have the agricultural center. Very nice note there. Beautiful location. Environmental is over here on the northeast side. We've got some CDL training. This would be farm equipment, air spaces, metal buildings with bays for parking farm equipment. Let's see, we've got parking area, farmers market, and then up here on the site, and that would have primitive camping as well as cabins. So it's a little park-like area up there, and we